Caitlin Clark, a name that now echoes throughout college basketball, has become a household icon in a relatively short time. The journey of how she became a basketball goddess involves an unrelenting work ethic, an insatiable passion for the game, and a series of unforgettable performances that elevated her from a promising talent to a generational star. From the moment she stepped onto the court at the University of Iowa, Caitlin Clark's undeniable talent and distinct playing style transformed the landscape of women's college basketball. The early spark, from high school to college. Caitlin Clark's journey to stardom began long before her arrival at Iowa. Born in West Des Moines, Iowa, on January 22, 2002, she showed an early affinity for basketball. Growing up, Clark was immersed in sports, playing everything from softball to soccer. However, it was basketball that captured her heart. By the time she reached Dowling Catholic High School, Clark was already making waves as one of the best players in the state. Her high school career was nothing short of spectacular. She was a McDonald's All-American and won multiple state championships, earning several prestigious awards in the process. What set Clark apart even in high school was her basketball IQ and her deep shooting range. She didn't just play the game, she redefined what was possible on the court for a player of her size and age. Her scoring ability, ball handling skills, and vision were exceptional, making her a triple threat, someone who could score from anywhere on the floor, set up teammates, or break down defenses with ease. By the time she made the decision to commit to the University of Iowa in 2019, Caitlin Clark had already shown that she was destined for greatness. Stepping into the spotlight. The arrival at Iowa. Caitlin Clark arrived at the University of Iowa with high expectations, but even the most optimistic fans could not have predicted the immediate impact she would have. Under the guidance of head coach Lisa Blooder, Clark wasted no time in asserting herself as one of the best players in the nation. She played with a confidence that belied her freshman status, often dominating games with her scoring ability and playmaking skills. In her freshman season, 2019-2020, Clark led Iowa in points per game, and her performances were not just impressive, they were historic. Her signature move, the deep three-pointer, quickly became a hallmark of her game. It was clear that she was not just a shooter. Clark had a vision for how she wanted to change the game. While traditional point guards focused on passing and distributing, Clark often took the role of the scorer and the playmaker, effortlessly blending both. Her basketball IQ was off the charts. She made decisions on the fly that other players could only dream of. By the end of her freshman year, Caitlin Clark had already placed herself on the national radar, earning the Big Ten Freshman of the Year award and being named an AP All-American honorable mention. A star is born. The 2020-2021 season. However, it was during her sophomore season in 2020-2021 that Caitlin Clark truly burst onto the national scene as a basketball goddess. The entire season was a spectacle. Clark was playing at a level rarely seen in women's college basketball. She led the nation in scoring and quickly became a household name, thanks to her electrifying performances and viral moments. One of the most significant aspects of her game was her ability to perform in clutch moments. Whether it was a buzzer-beating three-pointer or a coast-to-coast play, Clark seemed to thrive under pressure, always finding a way to deliver when it mattered most. In 2021, Caitlin Clark set the record for most points in a single season in Big Ten history, surpassing the legendary points tally of other iconic players. She also became the first player in NCAA history, men's or women's, to record 900 points and 200 assists in a single season, cementing her legacy as one of the greatest players to ever take the court. Clark's playmaking was not just about scoring, it was about making her teammates better. Her vision, court awareness, and unselfishness allowed Iowa to thrive as a team, and by the end of the season, Clark was named the Big Ten Player of the Year. Her dominance was not confined to the box score. Caitlin Clark's highlight reel plays, from long-range shots to no-look passes to fast-break finishes, captivated fans around the country. Every game felt like an event, with people tuning in just to see what she would do next. But it wasn't just her offensive game that made her stand out. She was also a tenacious defender and a relentless competitor, willing to do whatever it took to win. Defining moments. The 2022-2023 season and national recognition. Clark's junior season, 2022-2023, solidified her status as one of the most iconic players in the history of women's college basketball. During this season, she led Iowa to new heights, guiding them to the NCAA Tournament Final Four for the first time in over 2 decades. Her impact on the court went far beyond her scoring. Clark's ability to take over games, whether through her long-range shooting, her court vision, or her leadership, was unmatched. She had become the face of women's college basketball, captivating not only basketball fans but also those outside the sport. The 2023 NCAA Tournament was a particularly memorable chapter in Caitlin Clark's career. Iowa's run to the championship game was filled with breathtaking performances, none more memorable than her 54-point explosion in the Sweet 16 against a tough opponent. Clark's ability to score from deep, get to the rim, and dish out assists showcased her all-around game. Her leadership was on full display, as she carried Iowa through some of the most intense moments of the tournament. Despite Iowa's loss in the championship game to LSU, Caitlin Clark's legacy was already cemented. She had redefined what it meant to be a star in women's basketball. Her individual accolades were staggering, including being named NCAA Player of the Year, a consensus All-American, and the winner of numerous other prestigious awards. What made Caitlin Clark truly special was not just her ability to score or her impressive stats, but her mentality. She played with a confidence that others could not match, exuding an aura of invincibility every time she stepped on the court. The basketball goddess identity. So, when exactly did Caitlin Clark become a basketball goddess? It wasn't a single moment or a singular game. Rather, it was the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. It was the way she revolutionized the women's game, the way she became a beacon for young athletes everywhere, showing them that they too could reach the highest levels of basketball. Clark's influence extended beyond the court. She was a trailblazer, breaking down barriers and inspiring a generation of players. Her success, combined with her unapologetic confidence and fierce playing style, earned her a place in basketball folklore. She didn't just play the game, she elevated it. Her style was unique, blending traditional point guard duties with her remarkable scoring ability. She was a transcendent player, someone who changed how the game was viewed and played. By the time Caitlin Clark graduated, she had already etched her name in history as one of the greatest to ever play the game. Her legacy, however, is not confined to statistics or accolades. It is the way she inspired millions and became a symbol of excellence. Ball goddess involves an unrelenting work ethic, an insatiable passion for the game, and a series of unforgettable performances that elevated her from a promising talent to a generational star. Caitlin Clark is, without a doubt, a basketball goddess, and her impact will continue to be felt for generations to come.